Hey, what's up everybody? Gonna try to do a pickups video here. It's been a couple months since I did one of these, so I have a bunch of shit to show. Mostly games and music, a couple accessories and different things, but mostly games and music. So first off, just start here. Got something silly, just a Mad Catz GameCube memory card. I wanted a second card for my black Wii that I showed in one of the last pickup videos that I have also soft modded. I might do a second soft mod vid on that thing. Because, I mean, you can do a lot with a modded Wii, I found out. There's a lot more than what I showed in that first vid. But, yeah, so just a Mad Catz card. The Mad Catz cards were actually pretty decent back in the day, and they're way cheaper than official Nintendo ones. So, grabbed one of those for, I don't know, it was like $5, I think, which is still a decent bit, but again, I can't find stuff in thrift stores where I am. Only actual retro game stores, which ask the same damn prices as eBay. So, otherwise, this is something I got. I did find out that there was a slim version of the transfer cable for the 360, and this is it. I got this. It was like $15 to get one. I just ordered it off of Amazon. You could probably find it for cheaper in person, of course, but to me it is worth the money. You can really do a lot with one of these things. This is the one to get. Don't bother with the gray one unless you want all your accessories to match and you don't have a slim. Because this one has the connector for both the original hard drive, the pop-off hard drive for the fat models, and the SATA connector for the slim drives. So it works for both. And I'm curious to know if I can just plug any hard drive into this and just use this as a conduit to get a hard drive through USB to my computer. I'm not sure if that'll work. I don't have any drives that I'm willing to sacrifice right now to try it in case something would go wrong. But it may work. That would be cool if so. But like I said, there's just so much you can do. You can do save game editing, DLC, any DRM-free content you can put on your system, mods, anything that you can do without an RGH or a JTAG. You need this. So, pretty cool on that. I do have the original gray one. I've had that for years, but it wouldn't work for slim, of course. Showed these in a vid. Got a DSi, white DSi, in pretty good shape overall. Some yellowing, but it's basically to be expected. I don't know if this thing has a charge in it. Yeah, it does. So, it is modded, of course, as I showed in the vid. And I have all of my games on a SD card that's plugged into the side of this thing, so pretty cool on that. So basically this is a DS you can take with you and have the whole library on it, so pretty cool. Another DS. Oh, and also I got a pack of styli for this thing because it didn't come with any, and a DS Lite is too big. A DS Lite stylus is too big to fit in this thing, so got like 2 of them for a couple bucks, and some of those clear cases for DS games, but I'm not going to show those. Got a original Nintendo DS because mine got fucking ruined, my Japanese one. And this thing's in way better shape than my Japanese one was. And obviously the screens are good, so that's fantastic. And it still has the strap. I paid like $30 for this. The strap alone is worth that $30, so, which is absurd, but it is. So there's the strap. Again, the back sticker's intact. It's not all scuffed up. No cracks on the corners or anything. Great shape. Original DS. So that's nice. I like that original DS design. Take a drink. My throat's really dry. Yep, good old generic soda. Because I can't go back to drinking Coke after that. I don't know where to go next. Oh, here's something fun for you guys. Show that later, I suppose. I don't know. I got something that I could just not explain it and it would be like a what the fuck thing. I got an eyelash applicator there. And this is for CDs. This is a CD extraction tool. You get one that has these like kind of rubberized ends, not metal, and you can grab onto a disc and pull it out of, because I mean, CD packaging sucks for some of these re-releases or box sets or whatever. You get where they're jammed in, you have to like push the shit in or rip it or whatever to get your damn disc out. Something like this, it looks thick for what it is, but it works perfect. You get in there, no problem. So, and it's kind of contoured to the shape of the CD, so it works really well for that. So if you need something like that, check these out. This is the one to get, in my opinion, is the iEnvy. I was looking for a long time before I found any that had a rubber tip. They were all just stainless steel tipped, and obviously you don't want to scratch your disc. So that's kind of a funny pickup. But I have so many CDs now that some of them do come in that shitty cardboard or paper packaging, and it was necessary to do that, as I was already damaging discs before that. So speaking of that, I damaged some discs because I didn't realize, and I'll even show you one of the ones that I damaged. I've been using my 2010 iMac to import my CDs, and then I just transfer them over to my 2012 iMac that I'm using. And turns out the aluminum siding on the disk drive scratches them. And it's like, yeah. So you got to get it just right to not scrape your discs, and a couple of them have been scraped side to side. I'm not going to fuck around with it anymore. So I just went and picked up one of these LG external USB disk drives. This one was manufactured in January 2022. I bought it at Walmart. It's just a basic $30 piece. It works pretty well. Some discs that have a slight warp to them or are thicker will grind really bad when they do it, but it doesn't damage them at all. Excuse me. So, excuse me again. This was just a fine solution. It's not like a great product. It feels pretty chintzy, but speaking of CD, I might have shown this already. I found this old CD player that was my sister's. It's a Durabrand CD50 player. The DAC is not that good. It doesn't sound great. But I have it set up here with a little power supply, which it takes a DC 4.5 volt. I had a bitch of a time finding a power supply that would work with this. DC 4.5 volt, negative to the pin, or sorry, oh my god, I'm terrible at this. Positive to the pin, negative to the shielding. You can just see it there. I couldn't find one that was the right pin size. But yeah, it works fine. September of 2004 it was manufactured. And you could obviously just use AA. There were AA's in this thing for a decade and they didn't leak, so lucky me. I just use it for if I get a disc that I'm not sure what the contents are, or I'm not sure if it has extras, or if it's going to work or not, or whatever the case may be. I just pop it in this thing real quick and play it there. I do have that Sony CD player, but it's not hooked up. I just use my home theater system or the iMac. I have a vlogger's itch, I'm sorry. Music pickups next, because this is a disaster. I got Iron Maiden Killers cassette tape. This is the Canadian version of the Capital Harvest tape with the yellow text. Only the Canadian version has yellow text on black. And they're pretty cool. Kind of a rare cassette tape, actually. I don't know if it says... yeah, manufactured and distributed in Canada under license by Capitol Records. EMI of Canada Limited. So, pretty cool. And I'll show the tape, which is a black tape instead of a white. So, pretty cool. Great album. One of my favorite Maiden albums. obviously I'm wearing the shirt for the album, coincidentally. Alright, CDs. Got Bach, Brandenburg Concertos 4, 5, and 6 on Philips with Raymond Leopard. I don't have the whole cycle, just this one. I have a mixed opinion on this disc. I'd like to listen to the whole cycle. It reminds me of the one on Biss. I'll just say that. It's not bad, definitely. It's a very good Brandenburg Concerto cycle, but, or seemingly, from the last 3. But got that on Philips, one of those classic Philips ones with the red case. The singles. This might have been on a twofer, I'm not sure though. Iron Maiden, more stuff here. Got more of those first 10 years ones. This is The Wasted Years and Stranger in a Strange Land single. Classic artwork on these ones. And then on the inside it also has the Stranger in a Strange Land. And then the tracks, it has the B-sides as well. So Reach Out, Sheriff of Huddersfield, which is obviously Rod Smallwood. Stranger in a Strange Land, That Girl, Juanta, I don't know how, Juanita, I don't know. And then you get to listen with Nico. But yeah, pretty cool. These discs sound better. The songs on these discs sound better than the album versions. They just do. So, yes, and Somewhere in Time songs are all great, so. Pretty cool on that. Then this one is killer. I mean, it's not like the biggest deal, but I just love the artwork on this one. Purgatory and Made in Japan. So, yep, and you can see Made in Japan, the artwork for that. It's not the whole Made in Japan, because it doesn't have Wrathchild. That was only in the US, and these are UK releases. So, yeah, this one has Purgatory, Genghis Khan, Running Free, Remember Tomorrow, Killers, and Innocent Exile. So, pretty cool. I would love to have the original single of that. It would be pretty cool. And Made in Japan. Because the early Maiden albums are really different. Very unique. And then back to the early Maiden albums, I picked up alternate versions of them here. This is the EMI version of Killers from 1988. And the thing is, I want to talk about this. I don't have the album on vinyl, but if you have this album on Capitol, it is this. It's the exact same mastering of this where the track Killers itself, it does not start with Clive's drums. It just starts with the bass. On vinyl and on this CD, the EMI one, it starts with the drums. Just a small difference there. You can tell that the mastering is different. I hope I said that right. I'll have to listen back to this when I'm done. I might make a little video about that separately, but yeah, that's what it is. EMI Fame disc. This is from Germany, or it was pressed in Germany, and then no, it wasn't. It says made in England, but I bought it from a guy in Germany anyway, so whatever. It has a black back. It does not have anything resembling the original vinyl back like the Capitol CD does with the band members performing. So, and this is the best sounding Killer CD, probably the best sounding Maiden CD ever made, other than some of those first 10-year ones. Got Iron Maiden debut. This is the Capitol one, and this is the one that sounds better. And the same difference exists where this Capitol is the cassette tape version, and the EMI is the vinyl version. So there's no coda to Phantom of the Opera on this one, where at the very end it's Torture Me Back at Your Lair, repeated over and over again on a vinyl. It's cut off of this. So it's only like 7 minutes and 9 seconds. And it does have Sanctuary, so pretty cool. And that one does have the original vinyl art replicated. So, pretty cool. Love those first 2 albums. Again, this is the best sounding version of that album. This is one of the discs that I scratched, which is too bad because it was sealed when I got it. The Prisoner, File 1. There's many versions of the soundtrack to this on CD, but this is just one of them. Pretty cool version of Vlogger's Itch again. because it has dialogue included as well, which when you play it straight through is kind of annoying, but at the same time it is kind of fun to have. Has the entire intro dialogue from the Chimes of Big Ben, which is not the one used in the Iron Maiden song The Prisoner. But yeah, pretty cool. It's just from the first like 3 or 4 episodes. And then, let me show the inside of that. A little map of the village. But I don't know if it's going to show, but I scratched that disc. Yeah, it doesn't really show. And then, yeah, it does show the other 2 discs. Everything about that show is fantastic. Pretty wacky, even that last episode, which is just the absolute craziest thing in the world. So, going back to old times, out-of-date antique times, in terms of my YouTube, this is REO Speedwagon The Hits. This is the one with the live Ride in the Storm out that was in that one video. Not the album version, so yeah, on Epic. So there you go. Got it for like $1.50 because I wanted that live Ride in the Storm out. I actually like the album version better myself. Some more classical. There's a lot of classical stuff I'm not going to show because I don't know how much you guys want to hear me ramble on about it. I don't know if anybody else is really into classical music that watches me. This is Brahms Symphonies No. 2 and 3 with George Szell. Some people don't like Szell and Brahms, and I can kind of see why, but they're definitely serviceable. What's unique about this, though, and the reason I'm showing this, this is the Sony Classical release from 2002 with completely different artwork than anybody has ever really shown online or that you can buy easily online. Only in the UK did they have this weird artwork of, like, I don't know what the fuck this has to do with Brahms or Szell, but it's just this abstract artwork, and a lot of their catalog was re-released in the UK in about 2001, 2002 with this same weird artwork. That's the thing, a lot of these classical discs, the artwork's just weird. I mean, okay, sometimes you have a picture of like an ensemble or an orchestra or the soloist or just some painting, but you get this stuff like this, like computer generated or just weird pictures. Like I saw one that was a Brandenburg Concertos where it was a picture of a deer staring out a window inside a parkade, like a multi-story parkade. It's like, what the fuck is that? But anyway, I'll show you what this actually looked like originally. It's not the same disc, but this is what the design would have been like. This. And this is another George Szell disc. This is Mozart Symphonies 35, 40, and 41. I like Szell and Mozart. I really do. Again, some people don't like him in Mozart. And I do not agree this time around. So, very good disc. Very, very good disc. And then here's another one of those Sony Essential Classics. This is a couple things. It's Berlioz Symphonie Fantastique, Dukas, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, and Night on Bald Mountain, Mussorgsky. I can never pronounce that quite right, but anyway, Eugene Ormandy in Philadelphia. And more George Szell, because he is one of my favorite conductors, for sure. And this is a very good price for what it is. I got it for like 25 bucks. This is George Szell, the Warner Recordings box from Warner, which was released, I think in 2020. And it has 13 CDs of actual music and then a 14th disc that's just kind of a bonus. And the funny thing about this, it's 1934 to 1970. It's actually like 1934 to 1939, and then 1965, I think, to 70. So you don't really get that long of a period on the disc because he was with Columbia, which is now Sony, for a long time, and then there was stuff with the Decca needs to release still, and then there was the stuff with the Concertgebouw. But what's really neat about this box is that it replicates all of the original vinyl artworks. So the discs just come in these sleeves, but it's the original vinyl art. So pretty cool little box set for sure. I think I put the book somewhere else, but oh yes I did. So yeah, I would love to get that big Columbia box. It's 106 CDs, but it's too expensive for me to spend on one thing. I've just been kind of collecting piecemeal instead. So, pretty cool little box. Games. Oh, movies. I got Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, the limited edition from 2006 that has the theatrical version on the second disc, which is not a great transfer of it, but I had the other two, so I figured I might as well get the last one because I got it for like $4. But I also got, because my original DVDs, especially my prequel DVDs that I got like 15 years ago, they were so scuffed up. I picked up these two little combo sets that are the original 6 movies on both Blu-ray and DVD. It comes with 6 discs in each set. So, pretty cool. All of them are like mint. I'm not going to show them because they're in little paper sleeves and everything, but alright. Games. Has to do with my last pickups vid. I said I wanted Europa Universalis 2 in a big box, and I got it. Now, there is a lot of sticker residue in the corner, and I didn't try to peel that one off. I just left that on. But yeah, very cool. One of my favorite games of all time. Definitely like definitely top 5, probably top 3. Excuse me, my God. Infogrames actually published this, which is kind of interesting. And then it does have the book and manual, but I'm not going to show it because I'm already going too long for this video. Alright, for PlayStation 1, got Cool Borders 3. Pretty cool franchise there. SSX is better though. Computer games again. More Civ collection stuff. How about that? I got this as part of a bundle. I wouldn't have bought this individually. I got Civ 4 Beyond the Sword, game for Windows version, which comes in this little sleeve. So you get a thick DVD case and an outer sleeve with a gatefold. So pretty cool little hybrid there. Transitional period for PC games. This is something I've talked about getting for almost 6 years. And I think I will do another Civ collection video at some point. I got Civ 3 and 4 Complete, the European version with the PEGI rating. This has both Civ 3 and 4 on one DVD. And I finally did find it out, guys. Civ 3 Complete is DRM free, but it's missing the Rise of Rome BIC file, so you can't play the Conquest scenario for it. You have to add that file in from another install. Not only that, it does not have original Civ 3 or Play the World executables. So, it's not the definitive edition, but it is nice to have. I was kind of bummed to find that out after 6 years of waiting to get that. And then I got here, as part of this, Civ 4 Special Edition, this big, thick beast with an outer sleeve that doesn't stay on very well, and this book. It comes with the soundtrack, or at least some of the soundtrack on CD, some of their original compositions, none of the stuff that I showed in that video. And then the booklet, the tech chart, and then I'm not going to get the rest of it out. But then the disc is in, the multiple CDs are in this little sleeve with some later heads on it. With the original, God damn it, I can't remember his name. Kublai Khan. Yeah. Before they fixed it in Warlords. It's pretty cool. Some 360 games. World at War. This fucking goddamn game. I got it as part of a bundle. My disc was really beat up and I didn't have a case. So there you go for the Deuce Brotherhood. Now I can show you the 360 version of World at War. This game, I basically quit the game. I won't play it online anymore. It's just a fucking glitch exploit fest. Ruined. Oblivion Game of the Year edition. with the map. I used to have an Oblivion map on my wall at one time, but it was not this one that has the Shivering Isles on it. And then it has the thick manual and both discs. This is the original 2007 version. So pretty cool. And the discs are mint because they were resurfaced. So, yeah. Oblivion's fantastic. Then I just got the regular edition of Skyrim because my disc was decimated. So, I don't really like Skyrim nearly as much, and it comes with the map as well. Complete. I don't really like Skyrim that much compared to Oblivion. It's a good game, definitely, but Oblivion was the one for me. Call of Duty 2, one of my favorite shooter games ever. I got it for the Mac recently, didn't have it physically on 360, so great game. Burnout Revenge, good game. 3 is definitely better. 3 is one of the best video games ever made as far as I'm concerned. Complete. But this one is pretty good too. It's just the traffic checking is just stupid, but most of the core gameplay is still there. Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, actually a very good game. I always like the Lego games, and the 360 version has achievements and just kind of unique. So, let me see here. Redo this. Original Xbox games. Got Star Wars, Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast. Excellent video game. 20 years old now. With this massive manual. Big, thick manual. So, pretty cool. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2X. Great. Dreamcast versions might be better, I don't know. I'm going to be executive here. I got 2 almost identical games. Got World Series Baseball 2K2 and 2K3. It's not actually called 2K2 on the Xbox, only on the Dreamcast, but it's the same damn game. So yeah, pretty cool. Both of them are compatible on the 360. This is not on any of the compatibility lists online, but it does work. So pretty cool. Was surprised to find that out. Now where's my other damn game? God damn it, I was going to show this because there was a really interesting little variation to this game. But I lost it. Bastards. Ah, crap. Always something. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Cramped in here, man. Got NHL 2K6. The reason I even cared to grab it to show you guys is this is weird. Look at how low that's printed. I just couldn't help but notice that, and I looked it up online. That's the way every copy of this game is. It's extremely low print. The manual is perfect. So for whatever reason, there's just a defect on the artwork. I just thought that was funny. So, yeah, that's basically it. I think that's basically it. I showed all my CDs that I wanted to show. I think I showed everything then. Yeah. So that was just a random assortment of games and music and a couple accessories. Not really too much, and this is going to be my last pickups video of the year probably. I just don't have money. So I'll have to wait till probably after Christmas to do a pickups video. Oh, also, I got the VGA cable for the 360 finally. Because I have my 360 hooked up, or one of my 360s hooked up to my little 4x3 monitor here, so I can play some original Xbox games in their intended aspect ratio, which is great. Even though obviously an original Xbox is better for that, I have no clue how to hook one of those up to a monitor that doesn't have AV inputs. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm so messed up right now. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my assortment of pickups, and I haven't really posted a video in a while. I just haven't had much to make a video on. I haven't really felt like making a video. Just various different things, and yeah, I don't know. YouTube is, it's complicated, my relationship with YouTube, and just different things going on outside of YouTube. But I will have a couple of videos hopefully out soon. But again, pickups video probably won't be one until Christmas time. Hopefully I'll have enough stuff. I'm not sure though. I just don't know what I need to prioritize right now with money, because I do need to start thinking about other things than pickups, definitely. So, but in the meantime, I hope you all have enjoyed my reappearance, and I will catch you guys at some point in the future.